Welcome back to the channel, the Eradicator here, and in today's video we are going to talk about Star Citizen of 3.18. The roadmap has been updated. Well, not really much surprises here, but some good confirmations here I would say are quite reassuring. We also have a Q&A regarding the RSI Galaxy. We're going to talk about all of that in today's video. So let's talk about the roadmap roundup first, and all of the items that we're going to talk about here are now in committed status. That means that all of their cards are now blue, which means they're all confirmed. That includes the Drake Vulture, which will be used for salvage alongside the Reclaimer, of course. The Cargo System Refactor, which is just a physicalization of the cargo along with new UI, so don't hold your breath for that one, unfortunately. It's like a tier 0, and there's going to be more iterations in the future. Time trial race missions, quite excited about those here, where basically a couple of time trial race missions are going to be added throughout the standard systems, and players will be able to test their skills versus set times, earning rewards based on performance and even unlocking more tracks as they progress. There's also going to be persistent entity streaming. It is committed. That means that the developers are now confident that it is going to make it into the patch. That's wonderful, because that's basically the whole point of Star Citizen of 3.18. That's the reason why it's called 3.18. And so it's basically going to allow dynamic objects to fully persist across all servers, irrelevant of whether it is owned or held by a player. Wonderful news. I cannot wait to see the result of players messing around with persistent entity streaming. It's going to be hilarious. And finally, the last item that is committed in the latest update is the Gen 12 Scene Renderer, which is going to improve architecture to improve performance. This milestone renders every scene object through the new renderer with optimizations and additional features such as Vulcan coming in the future. Now, next, we are going to talk about the Robot Space Industries Galaxy, because yes, there is a Q&A. We have further information about what's going to come with this latest ship that I bought. Actually, I bought it with all of the modules in LTI. I like the ideas of swapping modules and having possible different uses based on the modules themselves. So if you don't have any of the modules here, is the center of the ship just an empty room? The answer is yes. It's basically a shell to keep the ship stable, and you are going to be able to put things inside. It's just that it's not going to be stable, because you are not going to have any cargo grid, or you're not going to have any facilities to attend to ships and vehicles. So do it at your own risk if that is what you want to do. What is involved with changing the modules? So to be able to change the modules, you are going to have to go to a workshop such as Cousin's Crow, for example. And, well, it's going to require the ship to stay there for a little bit of time. We still don't know how long, but because of the, basically because all the parts we already have been there for the modules, it's just going to be a swap. So it shouldn't be that long. Plus, the facility itself should have, in lore, I guess, the tools to easily open the ship and swap the different modules. I guess that they'll be stored over there as well. Can the Galaxy's modules be dropped off planetside to create a temporary base of operation? The answer is no, because the modules are not able to function independently. They need the ship's power generator, so that's basically why. Would there be any medical equipment in the non-modular section of the ship? The answer is no. The Galaxy doesn't seem to be well shielded, having just one large shield. How does the shield compensate for that? Meaning, will it be fast or heavily armored? And here, they did say that shields are going to be reworked in the future. We should have more updates about this next year, with further information of what ships are having alterations to their loadouts to accommodate those changes too. So they are trying to sell us that the Galaxy will be well shielded for its size, as the role of the size 3 or large shields will be significantly different to the size 2 and medium ones in the future. What's under the bridge? Well, apparently there's nothing at all, but I can't believe that this was actually a question, but I guess it is, right? Can we get an explanation of what the two rooms on the first floor are the very front of the Galaxy are? So on the upper deck, the two front rooms behind the bridge are for the crew lift and docking collars. On the lower deck, the forward room is for components, and the one further rearward is the crew locker and the suit room for exiting the ship via the lift. So that's what it is. Are there any of the turrets that are going to be pilot controlled? The answer is no, but the pilot is going to have control of the missiles. Now, this one here for the industrial players out there. How does the refinery module compare to the MISC Expanse's ability to run 6 separate refining jobs simultaneously? And does the module have any storage for refined ore on its own? Here they say that the Galaxy's refinery module has both storage for raw and refined materials outside of just saddlebag storage like the Expanse. So the Expanse does not have apparently storage for raw material. That's what I believe, at least. As well as 2 reactors that are much larger than the Expanses. So, while it can run fewer simultaneous jobs, it can process much larger quantities. Can the Galaxy refuel its quantum tank somehow from the refined quantum it has created in the refinery module? The ID here is no, and that is what makes the MISC Odyssey unique here. Unfortunately, anything that is refined in the Galaxy is for sale or trade, versus in the Odyssey, it's actually to keep on going as long as possible. So these are totally different ships. The Odyssey is more of an exploration role to get you anywhere you want and being autonomous, while the Galaxy is more of an industrial ship. The Galaxy promotion website says that there's an afterdeck that serves as a dedicated hangar or sizable cargo hold. And here they do say that that little afterdeck of 64 SU of cargo can indeed have some XSS ships, and also inside 64 SU can be stored, and apparently allowing both XSS ships and 64 SU to be stored simultaneously. So apparently we can have both the cargo and the small ship at the same time. By the way, we also have news about what ships we are talking about here. So these XSS ships are the Piaces, the Argo MPUV, the Razor, the Origin 85X, and the M50. I can't believe that the Merlin is not a part of those ships. I mean, it's as small as any of those ships, so I guess that they have forgotten that. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you think the Merlin will not fit in that hangar. Also, can the cargo module be used as an improvised hangar? And here they said that you can fit some vehicles inside, but it's not intended. The cargo lift is capable of loading 2 32 SU containers at a time, so vehicles up to and including the RSI Ursa will comfortably fit. What can you tell us about the Galaxy's maneuverability or speed capabilities compared to the Karak or Constellation? And here they say that due to the Galaxy's side, expect it to be closer to the Karak in terms of maneuverability. Does the hangar have refuel or repair capabilities? The answer is no. What ship size can we fit inside the Galaxy's rear hangar? I just talked about it, but yeah, the Prospector will not be able to fit. So that's basically it. Guys, that is all for today's video. As always, you know guys that we have a giveaway question this month. I am giving away a Drake Vulture. All you have to do is to subscribe to the channel in public setting and answer the question I'm asking right now. If you had a Galaxy, what module would you buy and what would you use it for? Let me know in the comment section down below. You can also join another giveaway that I have on Discord simply by joining our video sharing contest, or become also a Patreon or YouTube member. You'll have automatic access by entering your name on Discord. And on Discord we have 3 prizes for Christmas. It's gonna be a wonderful Christmas for so many people out there. We have an STV with LTI, we have also a Cutter game package, and a CR8 with LTI as well. Good luck to everyone out there. Thank you so much for watching. A big shout out to Dr. Fobin, Wolfpack Pug, and Zero Crusher. It's been the Eradicator. I will see you guys later.